Hi guys, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the session from BYJU'S Exam Prep on the business schools you should target if you are between 70 to 90 percentile. Now that the CAT results are out, ZAT answer sheet is also more or less out. You wouldn't be knowing where you would be falling. CAT is anyway confirmed. Based on ZAT, you can also think of what percentile you might be expected to get. So today I'm going to talk about CAT, particularly CAT based percentile. We will have a separate session for ZAT based percentile also, but for today I'm going to restrict myself only to CAT colleges and CAT based percentile. So we have taken sessions for those of you who got above 90 percentile, what colleges you can get a call from, what colleges you should apply to. Today I'm going to talk about the next band, which is 70 to 90 percentile. So I'm going to talk about the top colleges which are from 70 to 90 percentile. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these colleges are. Okay. Now, before we look at the colleges, there are few things that you have to keep in mind when you're selecting a business school. What are these points that you should definitely keep in mind? First, of course, primary, without a doubt, is going to be your placements. You have to look at those colleges where placements are good. Okay, it goes without saying that you're getting into that college to get into a good company once you're done with your college. Of course, knowledge, education, all that is there. However, despite all of that, if you don't get a job, then your degree is going to be a problem for you, because you're going to take a lot of money, you're going to pay a lot of money for the next 2 years, and then if you don't end up with a job, that's a problem for you. So it is required for you to land up with a good job. Okay, so placements are a must. The next thing is the reputation of a college. Now, what do I mean by the reputation of a college? Guys, remember, the brand of a college matters a lot. For example, if you have a college like SP Jain, it's one of the top colleges. It is definitely going to be in the top 10 colleges in the country. Now, it is sometimes considered to be better than some of the IIMs too. So this is what I meant by reputation. IIMs by themselves have a brand, but SP Jain has created a brand for its own, and it is better than some of the new IIMs easily. It is at par with some of the older IIMs. So we need to understand how the industry, the companies look at these colleges. Okay, so how well reputed is a college also matters quite a lot. Now, the one thing which I'm talking about here, um, many people have this problem, typically not for graduation, but not for post graduation, but for graduation. Many people ask this question: should I go for I'm talking specifically for engineering as an example, because I was an engineer. I use the word was because I don't consider myself an engineer anymore. I'm an MBA right now. But yeah, many students have this doubt. So should we go to a college which is good in reputation, which is very good, but the brands that I want is not so great? Whereas I'm getting the brands that I want from a college which is not that great in ranking. For example, I'm a mechanical engineer. I have done my mechanical engineering. So if I have two choices, one, mechanical engineering college ranked, let's say 40, and computer science engineering or some other engineering, let's say mining engineering, college ranked 12, which college should you go to? Should I go to rank number 12 and do mining engineering, or should I go to college rank number 50 or 40 and do a mechanical engineering? When the gap is so far, 12 and 40, I would always recommend that you go to a college that has a better reputation over the branch that you want to do. Okay, this is the same advice I give to people in post graduation also. Now, many colleges don't ask you to choose finance or marketing or whatever today. However, if there is a choice for you, you are going to a college which is very well reputed, but it is not giving you the seat in the college, that in the discipline that you want. Whereas you have a college which is giving you the seat that you want, the discipline that you want, but it's not a very well reputed college. I would always say prefer college over course. But that is not a problem for many of you, because mostly in India, MBA colleges, except for SPJN in my example, none of the other colleges that I know of ask you to choose what you want to do before the first year ends. So you don't have to worry about it. The next thing is opportunities. So what do you mean by opportunities? Guys, college is not just about education and job. Yes, they are very, very important. Primarily, they are they are the reason that you're going. However, the college should also give you other opportunities. Like, does it have an exchange program? Can you go to another college for 3 months, study there and come back, which is basically what an exchange program is all about. Does it have a good student society? Does it have good facilities? Does it have students participating in multiple competitions? Winning is different, but at least are the students participating? Do they encourage such participations? It should open up a world of opportunities for you to participate. Winning doesn't matter. Can you be a part of it first? That's what you need to ask yourself. So that's something that is very, very important. Then you also have to look at the companies that visit the B school. Obviously, placements and this are related. Obviously, more companies come, more placements. Less companies come, less placements. So you have to look at what are the type of companies that are coming to a B school for placements, and accordingly you will have to take a call. Then of course, alumni and fees. Fees is no brainer. Yes, it is costly. You have to take a look at how much fees are you paying versus what kind of a salary can you expect based on the last 2-3 years. What is the average salary right now? Be very careful when you're talking about average salaries. Many colleges look at something called as cost to the company. Now, cost to the company has many factors, many variables. One is your fixed pay, one is your variable pay, one is a signing bonus, conveyance allowance, this, that, so many things. Everything will not come into your hand. So you have to be very careful actually when you're talking about cost to the company that the company is offering you as an average. What is that value? Secondly, does it involve variable pay? Variable pay you don't get 100%. Very few people get 100% of it. Thirdly, is the average published by the college includes foreign payments or foreign placements? Because if you are placed in a foreign country, you'll be paid in dollars or some other currency. So when you take that average and put it into the Indian salaries, automatically the average will grow up. Because if somebody is getting placed in a place like, let's say, Africa, and a company is coming and paying dollars, which is, let's say, $70,000 or $50,000, when you convert that directly into Indian rupees, it's going to be huge. If you take 50,000 into 80, that's 40 lakhs. But please remember, you are living in a foreign country, your expenses are also going to be in dollars. So you will be saving probably lesser than what an Indian would save here. So you have to keep all of these into consideration when you're dealing with your statistics of averages. Okay. Anyway, alumni, how old is the college? How strong is the alumni base? Have there been any prominent alumni from your college who have accomplished some great things in the business world? All of these factors should be considered when you're taking a look at the business school. So I have also made a list looking at these factors. Let's go ahead and take a look at the list of colleges that I have prepared for you. So this, my friends, is the entire list. I have started from 90 percentile going up to 70 percentile and based only on the CAT exam. Okay, let's take college by college very quickly and take a look at it. So we have Great Lakes starting at 89 percentile. The cutoff is about 89 percentile. The course is postgraduate diploma in management. Then you have XIMB, XIM Bhubaneswar. It has two programs, business management and HRM, and it has two different percentiles for each of these programs. 88 percentile for a business management and 85 percentile for a MBA in HR. Then you have LBS, which takes about 87.8 percentile for their PGDM flagship program. Then you have IMT Ghaziabad, NITI, IMI. Now NITI is no more NITI, it's IIM Mumbai. However, I am not talking about their PGDM program. Here it is postgraduate diploma, PGDITM, Industrial Technology and Management, something like that. So that's a different program. It is not their flagship program. The flagship program the cutoff goes to 98.5, 99 percentile and higher. It is an IIM now, IIM Mumbai. So NITI, what I am talking about here is a different program. Then we have IMI Delhi, TAPMI, KJ Somaiya, IFMB Bhopal. We have a list of colleges. Let's go college by college, try to understand what are the positives of this particular college, what are the data points of this particular college that I have put together. Let's start with Great Lakes. As I said, The general category cutoff is 89 percentile. The course is PGDM. Now, few advantages of this particular college is it has a 100% placement record. Its Great Lakes is a 1-year program. By the way, please keep this in mind, my friends. Great Lakes is a 1-year program. It is not a 2-year program. Okay, and the average is 12.5 lakhs per annum. The average CTC is 12.5 lakhs per annum, and the slight drawback, you can call it, is almost half the batch gets into BFSI, that is banking and financial services institutions. So your entire batch is going towards banking services and financial services. So why am I saying it's a negative? Because then the opportunities are not that varied. So when there is a BFSI sector eating 50% of the salary, 50% of the jobs, the number of jobs for operations, marketing, core finance, HR, and all of that will be very, very few. So that's one thing that for you to keep in mind. There are almost 150 CXOs on campus every year. That means this campus is very well recognized by the industries. The top leaders of the industry come to the campus for placements, like your chief hiring officer, CHO, or people officer, or whatever you call them. They all come. If they're coming to you for a sales role, your chief marketing officer or a sales president of sales, somebody like that will come to the campus to take your interviews. And it has a very good quorum of about 44 to 50 industry veterans. They comprise their business advisory council. So the college has something called as business advisory council. It made this council from various industries, various companies. The top leaders of these industries come together to help the B school achieve what the B school wants. Basically, it's a connect between the industry and the B school, because the B school wants to understand, hey guys, listen, what do you guys need from my students? You as a council tell us what we should teach to our students so that they are ready for you when they are finished with their 1-year program. So that's basically the outreach that they have. This data is a little bit old, 2021, it's about 2 years old now, but this data had about 160 students coming from different backgrounds. They have 34% had commerce or management background, 32% are female candidates, 42% are non-engineers, and you have 160 plus, that's the batch size anyway. So you can see that the students are from different facets of life, different backgrounds. So it is it's a college which has a good amount of diversity, both in terms of male and female and in terms of engineers and non-engineers. So it's a good campus to be on. Let's move on to the next. The next is Xavier's XIM Bhubaneswar. Again, one of the very well reputed colleges in this percentile of 85, 89 kind of a percentile. As I said, this has two courses, HR and BM. It's basically the LPA. See, all this is Gyan. You can read it. Who are the people who are coming out of this? You can see that there are some distinguished alumni who have come out from this college. Some who's who of the corporate world. Then you have 24 lakhs per annum. This is the most important part. Very healthy average figure. That is, again, if you notice, they have very nicely mentioned domestic salary, which means a reputed college does not hide everything into one number. They bifurcate domestic and foreign placements. It's a good sign, which saying that the college knows what it's talking about, and they are not trying to bloat up the number unnecessarily. It had about 120 plus placement companies coming there, companies coming for the placements. It has 39% female students, which is pretty good. Quite a few of the IIMs have a similar ratio. Some of them have in fact even lesser, but 39 to 40% is a very good ratio for males and females. So again, overall, a very good college to be a part of if you are falling into this percentile. Next is LBS. The cutoff is again, it's about 87, 88 percentile. Their flagship program is PGDM. The highest package is 25.9 lakhs and the average package is 11.3 lakhs per annum. By the way, I think this was highest domestic salary, not average. Okay. Anyway, so coming back to this, It has a batch strength of 228. Again, a decent number of students. Guys, what you need to understand is when the batch strength is too high, that's also a problem. When the batch strength is too low, that is also a problem. For me, a ideal batch strength is anywhere between 250 students to about 400 students. Anywhere in that range, it's a good batch. Because it's not too high, not too low. There are certain colleges like IMT Ghaziabad, which used to take about 1000 plus students, which is a major problem. When there are 1000 plus students, placements become an issue. Whereas there are other colleges like some of the top IITs like IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, they don't take more than 70, 80, 100 or 110 students. Then the batch strength becomes too small. What happens when the batch strength is too small? You will not have enough learning opportunities. The number of friends you can make will be very small. The amount of learnings you can have, peer-to-peer learning is what they call it. One of the primary things that you will learn in an MBA, one of the major sources from which you learn in an MBA is your friends. So when the number of friends are less, you will also learn that that much lesser. Also, please remember, when you have about 300 students, 350 students, they'll be from different backgrounds. You will have a marketeer, you'll have an operations guy, you'll have a digital marketing guy, you'll be having an IT person, you'll be having an HR person, all types of people coming in and bringing their experience of work. Whereas here, when you have a small batch size, you will not have that many people, so the learning will not be that rich, right? So a batch strength is very important for you to consider when you are applying to a college. They had about 150 companies that came in, and they had about this is again 2022, 2023. I think we didn't collect yet collect the data, but yeah, 2023 batch will now be placed right now. 23 batch meaning 22 to 24. So 22 they would have gone in, and they'll be coming out in the year 2024, 2020, in April 2024. Anyway, we still don't have the data for the 21-23 batch, so that's okay. The next is IMT Ghaziabad at about 87.7 percentile as cutoff. Their program is PGDM DCP. Now, what you need to understand about IMT Ghaziabad is it had earlier a problem of very high batch strength, but I believe over the last 2 years or 3 years they've cut down the size of the batch to around 600 now, which in my opinion it's still a bit higher, but way better than what they used to do at 1000. So as of now, I would recommend that it's a decent college to get into if you can cross the cutoff and cross the interviews. Average package is 17.35. That speaks volumes. Obviously, average of 17.35 is not a laughing matter at all. It's not a joke. It's a very good college to be a part of. And the median, this is another figure which is very important. Averages can be bloated up by putting some high values or some dollar values, but median cannot be usually manipulated. If a median figure is published, it has to be what is the meaning of median? Median is the middle value. So if there are 200 offers, the middle offer is what will be picked up, and that is called as a median value. And median speaks a lot more than what an average can convey. And if the median is 16, it's a very good number, very healthy number, very respectable number. Okay guys, because these guys have a huge batch strength, they give first 100 students, second 100 students, third 100 students. In fact, my alma mater, IIM Indore, has 411 students from the CAT exam, and there will be about 110 or 120 students from your IPMAT exam, and through their 3-year program, bachelor's program. So overall batch size there would be about 600. So what they do is they give first 100 students what is the average, first 200 students what is the average, first 300 students what is the average. Because if I have to compare Indore with, let's say, Kozhikode, a Kozhikode batch is about 350 or 400, whereas Indore batch is 600. So if I take average of Indore or a median of Indore, it will fall short, very low compared to what a Kozhikode can do. But if I give you 100, 200, 300, 400, then the comparison becomes easier, because I can compare it with a college that has 300 people, I can compare it with a college which has 400 people, I can compare it with a college which has only 200 people. So I can use different data points to compare this, and that is what colleges with large volumes, large numbers are doing nowadays. So as you can see, they have given your top 100, top 200, top 300 quantities. Then you have LBS. Again, this is the same. I think the slide is repeated, so let's not get into this. The next very good college is IMI Delhi. IMI Delhi and IMT Hyderabad more or less at the same level. You can see the percentiles are almost the same, but here the HR is given a slightly higher weightage in terms of importance, whereas their PGDM B&I is basically given slightly lower preference in terms of the percentile. It's quite well known for their HR program. The highest is 32 lakhs, average is 15.34 lakhs, and the median salary is 14.37. So you can see that IMI Delhi and IMT Hyderabad, the median is slightly differing. It's slightly lower for your IMI Delhi. So purely based on the placement perspective, probably IMT Hyderabad. In fact, in my opinion, IMT Hyderabad has a better reputation than IMI Delhi. IMI Delhi is good. I would still say that IMT Hyderabad is slightly better. So and a lot of students have this dilemma: should I go to IMT Hyderabad or should I go to IMI Delhi? Guys, at the end of the day, it matters on the fees because they are more or less same. You don't have to worry about that 1-2 lakh change. It's more or less the same. So what matters there is what is the fee that you're paying, what is the batch size. Both of them are in Delhi, so you don't have to. One is Ghaziabad, one is Delhi, yeah, but in the same area. If you're going from a different state, you don't have to worry. It's the same for you. So the place doesn't really matter. But if you are from Delhi, then probably that area matters to you. So these are the small factors that you have to consider to make your final choice. Exam only for HRM course accepted through NMAT. Sonali, I'm not too sure about XLRI HRM, XIM Bhubaneswar HRM, because I remember XIMB is accepting both ZAT and CAT. I'm not really sure about NMAT. I have to check that and get back to you. Mayank Rajak is asking CAT syllabus क्या है? मयांक जी, कैट तो ख़त्म ही हो गया. अभी कैट सिलेबस के बारे में बात करने के लिए हमें 2024 के कैट के बारे में बात करना होगा. सो प्लीज़ बी विथ अस. वी आर गोइंग टू हैव सेशंस where I'm going to discuss the syllabus for CAT 2024. Okay, but this is not the right forum. This is about the colleges that you can apply to based on your percentile. One of the good things about IMI Delhi is it has a huge percentage, 98% of faculty with PhDs. Now, whether that is relevant or not, in today's world, PhD basically talks about a person spending 4 or 5 years post your graduation in doing research. Now, how much of industry experience the person comes with or brings along with is more important to me, not really the PhD degree. For example, many of the IIMs have visiting professors. I personally have learned more from visiting professors than the in-house faculty. In-house faculty, no doubt, are really, really good, but we had also equally good or better outside faculty who are visiting professors. So I am a person who does not put too much of value to a PhD degree per se. I'm not saying it is useless. I'm just saying that if you have it, it is good, but it is, in my eyes, it is not a mandatory requirement. But yeah, these guys here say that they have a huge PhD percentage of faculty, but you don't have to take this as a part of the consideration, is my opinion. But yeah, this is very important. 36% have 5 or more years of industry experience, and 75% has 10 or more years of teaching experience. 10 or more years of teaching experience is not very relevant, but for me, this is very, very relevant. Industry exposure is very important for a faculty to teach you the subject with the relevance of the industry bringing in. Otherwise, it will be just bookish knowledge. Then you have another very old reputed college, TAPI, basically TAPMI. It's a very, very well reputed college. It takes about 85 percentile for you to get into this particular college. It has 100% placements, and this is not an exaggeration. It's a very well reputed college. I have known a lot of people coming out from this college. It is well reputed that way. The average salary stood at about 15.7 lakhs, and the placements for PGDM, banking and finance. Okay, so this is yeah, look at this. These are the top recruiters in 2022. Some of the top business houses have gone to this particular college, and it is not surprising. Then we have KJ Somaiya. It has 3 programs: PGDM Commerce, PGDM RM Rural Management, and PGDM IB International Business. KJ Somaiya is again a very, very reputed college in Mumbai. And yes, you can see the batch size is quite large, 615 students, at par with the IMT Ghaziabad. It has 92% placement. So now we are talking about colleges that are not into 100% placements. Till now we have seen 100% placements. This is the first college we are seeing where it is 90 above but not really 100. The highest salary is 22.5, and you can see the average salary is significantly lower at 12.5, 12.2. The median salary is 12.47 lakhs. So here you can also see 10% senior level industry experience and 80% at PhDs. Again, this is not much of relevance to me personally, but this is something which I will be really happy if they can increase this 10% to probably about 30-40%, where you need more people from the industry teaching you the right subject. Then you have IFM Bhopal, slightly lower cutoff. You're going towards the 80s and below 80s now. We have PGD, Postgraduate Diploma in Financial Management. PGD FM is a program. Again, now you're getting into single digit averages. You're moving below 10 lakhs. You can see as the cutoff falls, it means that top students are not going there. Top students meaning that 85-90 percentile students are obviously not coming here. That is the reason why the cutoff percentile is lower, which also means that the expected average packages that will be given to the students will also be lower, which is evident in the numbers that I've put together. It has a good ratio. 1/3 of the population, the student population, is females, which is decent. Although I would have preferred it to be above 40 or close to 40, but still nothing to complain too much about. Yes, faculty has good teaching experience, but not many of them have proper industry training, but industry experience. Nevertheless, it is a really good college to get into if you're falling within this range. Then you have Zyme Bangalore. You have now straight away coming from 80 to 75. You can see a significant drop in the requirement. Average CTC, look at it, 50%. If I'm looking at only half the batch, that is 9.94. If you look at the entire batch, it will fall significantly. So these colleges, they will not. So now when you're going lower, you will start getting weird kind of averages values. They will not give you the entire batch. They will give you 10%, 20%, 30%, similar to what an Indore did or what IMT Ghaziabad did. However, they publish the averages also, overall averages. But now once you start going slightly lower percentiles, the colleges will only try to put the numbers which are slightly on the rosier side. So they will adjust the data that will make sure that the numbers are in double digits, as you can very clearly see what you have over here. Yes, they have good colleges coming in, good companies coming in, but the pay packages are not that great. It's not about that 14-15 lakhs anymore. They are getting into that 10 lakh zone. Then you have IMT Nagpur. IMT has three branches, I believe 3 or 4. This is IMT Nagpur I'm talking about. IMT Ghaziabad is much above this. IMT Nagpur cutoff comes to 75 percentile. It has 100% placement, what do you call, student placement. However, the batch size for IMT Nagpur is not so big. Hence, they're boasting of 100% placement, which is good. But please understand, the batch size is not that big compared to, let's say, an IMT Ghaziabad. The highest is 23.57. 10 lakhs is the average package offered, and 9 lakhs is the median package offered. So you can see that the averages and medians are now sub 10. Well, these rankings, don't really worry about it, because frankly, many of the magazines don't know what they're talking about when you're talking about a ranking. I mean, I have seen IIM Ahmedabad placed 5th or 6th, whereas some other college, which I would not want to name, is placed 1st or 2nd. There are a lot of magazines, they don't know what they're really talking about and what parameters they've taken. Some of the rankings are also paid, so don't worry too much about which magazine is giving a ranking. Ideally, I would recommend, please trust your institute. At least BYJU'S, we make sure that we have no affiliations to any college. We make an independent assessment and put a ranking, and I absolutely stand by the rankings that are there on BYJU'S as far as these colleges are concerned, because we have zero affiliations with any of these colleges. Then you have IMT Hyderabad. As I said, IMT has multiple campuses. When you're talking about IMT Hyderabad, the percentile starts falling. The PGDM Hyderabad, PGDM main course is at 75 percentile, but if you're talking about finance and marketing, then the percentile goes down. Again, you can see these are given, these are not the averages that are mentioned anymore. You're talking about top 10 offers, top 20 offers, top 50 offers, top 100 offers. But if you look at the entire batch, it will start coming down to 8 lakhs or 7.5, 8 lakhs or 8.5 lakhs as the average. Gautam, that's a good idea. Mentioning the fees, probably another session where we'll be talking about the fees. Right now, I don't have the fees at the top of my mind for many of these colleges. Then we have IMI Kolkata, IMI Delhi, and then IMI Kolkata. The percentile is way lower. It's the bottom of my bracket, 70 to 90 percentile. This is the college IMI Kolkata, which is accepting about 70 percentile. You can see again the median and average are well below 10, 9 and 8.8, 8.7. Yes, it has been ranked in the top 50 probably, but again, this will be at the bottom of this bracket of 70 to 90 percentile. Okay, so friends, it's a very short session to help you guys understand what are the names of the colleges in that 70 to 90 percentile range. I hope you enjoyed it, got information, noted it down. You can replay the session entirely and take screenshots or take notes of it, or leave comments if you have any further requirement. Please follow us on Instagram and YouTube. We are going to conduct a lot of these sessions for you going forward to make sure that you have the required information to take the right college, a decision on the right college, right? So please stay tuned with us. Click on the subscription button if you have not already subscribed, and click on the bell icon so that you get notification about all the upcoming sessions for you. Thank you, my friends. Have a wonderful year ahead.